What separates leaders from winning and defeat? My guess is if you're on here tonight live, that you're probably feeling like, which one is it, right? Um, it's really been on my heart lately. The enemy of greatness or just excelling and winning is comfort. Anyone else feel like in this last season that you've really seen how comfort can distract you from your greatness? Comfort can distract you from winning. Comfort, your comfort zone can keep you in a place of not pushing through to your calling, right? I've seen that over and over. Comfort and distraction are the enemy to greatness. If I were just hanging out for the first time, I'm streaming in a few different places. My name is Jen Perga. I have been in the space online, doing videos and online trainings and in network marketing for the past 10 years, probably on video only like the last 5, but grateful. I'm more consistent now than I ever have. If we're just getting to meet each other and you like this content, my only ask is that you subscribe so that we can hang out more often and that you add to our community, because you know what? You're here to win. You're here to be in your greatness. And it is my honor and privilege to be here training with you for a few minutes tonight, because here's what I was reading today. I always like to bring training from John Maxwell or things that I'm personally learning. And I've been trying to study like what really separates winners from I never like to say losers, but people from defeat, right? Who decide they're going to give up. And it's people who practice the law of victory. So John Maxwell says it's belief that like they decide success is not going to happen. They decide the success won't happen. Now, I know if you're on here and you're part of my tribe, you're not a quitter. So shout out to the non-quitters, because here's what I know about you. Winning is an inside job. Any of you guys in a season right now where you might feel like you're crawling, and maybe some of you guys are sprinting to the finish line. I have a group of team members who are ranking up and doing things like that because they're trying to push through to win. But I can tell you what, it doesn't come without the seasons of winter, the seasons of losing, the seasons of defeat, right? But winning is an inside job. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what's something that you push towards? Is it in your business as an entrepreneur? Is it in your physical body? Most of the people in my community are either pushing in their wellness or into their business. And truly, winning is an inside job, and you have to see it first. Like when I first started in the space of home business and network marketing, I could see that all I had to learn was transferable skills to get to 6 figures. I knew that if I could make 6 figures somewhere else, like I was a director of admissions for a university, I knew that if I could do it somewhere else, I could learn those skills to do that in the space of online business. And working from home around my kids. So if you guys already have transferable skills, like, hey, Jenny, it's so good to see you. She's already been a successful nurse. So here's one of those things. If you've already been successful at something, then what it means. And Jack Hendricks, so good to see you, has already been successful as a recruiter. So here's the thing. If you've already been successful, then winning's already in you. You already have to tap into it. So say you're switching careers, maybe you're somebody who is in the decision where you decided to resign. Well, winning's already within you, and you have to it's an inside job. You have to see it first, though, that you want more time with your family. That's one of my biggest missions. I want families to have more time together. I want debt paid off for families. I want families to travel. What is a place that if you could go this summer with the people you love, put in the comments, where would you go? Like if right now I said money's not an issue and you could take people you love on a trip, where would you go? Put that in the comments below. Why? Because winning, you have to see yourself winning first. You cannot claim defeat at the very beginning. Number 1 is remaining open and teachable. Be humble when you know like you need a coach. I've been talking a lot about that the last few days. Like I'm in a social retail company where people are kicking butt at TikToks and Reels. So guess what? That's not my gift. Like I can go live, no problem, because it's taken me 10 years to feel comfortable. But here's what I'm not comfortable at, that, right? But I can see myself winning at it when I just put in the reps. Can you see yourself winning if you just put in the reps? Can you see yourself getting to debt free? Can you see yourself having that trip? So Jack wants to go to Ireland. I love it. Italy, Cancun. Hi, Melissa, California. Like That's a thing. Or going to Israel. I just had that vision last night too. That's so crazy. But here's the thing. Can you see yourself winning in your business where you're going to take your family, like almost put yourselves on the steps there in Israel or in Cancun, Italy, and you're down on the floor of the entire Colosseum and you're like, I am here with the people I love. And, and truly once you can see that, you won't stop fighting for your dreams. Like winning means you can see it first, right? I mean, and here's number two. So the first one is remaining humble and admitting when you need help. Like sometimes you need a coach. Sometimes you need to plug in and say, you know what? This whole technology thing changes often. What can I do now? I'm feeling stuck or tapped out or whatever. You have to be willing to admit that piece, remain open and teachable, because just when we think we know it all, we have more to learn, right? I mean, that's what I think is amazing about learning is, and get out of your head, because when you're in your head, you're dead. And the second one is removing obstacles so that you can carry forward. If you have obstacles in your life, maybe it's past beliefs, past trauma, past whatever, you got to be able to remove some of those obstacles, because guess what? Leaders all deal with stuff. Like if this weren't a family channel, I'd probably have said a bad word. Like here's the thing. All leaders, all of you deal with stuff. You deal with crap in your life. If you're not coming out of a problem, you're in a problem or you're going towards a problem, right? So you got to realize that's just part of it for everybody. So realizing like you got to remove obstacles from your past and face them and restore them. Maybe there's a relationship or a company or a situation where you got to just either let it go and just send light and love and forgiveness and move on so that you can then restore and move forward in love and grace and move forward in those feelings, right? So number two is removing obstacles that you had from the past and moving forward in those. Number three is realizing what needs to give and give it. Anytime you want to win at something, there's a personal price to be paid. Now, I am not a good marathoner. I learned this early on. I signed up for a marathon because a bunch of my college friends were doing it. And I'm like, what am I crazy? Like every week for weeks, we had to train these long runs. And I'm like, this is a lot of process to do this. So I learned that whole long run thing, all the things that it was harder for me to do in long experiences. I do better in short bursts of activity. For me with entrepreneurship, I can see myself winning if I can give myself a 30-day deadline or a 60-day run or a 90-day run. I can run really fast with a group of people. So what is that for you guys? Are you guys like short term? Like you like to like get things done, hit a rank in like 30, 60, 90 days and then keep growing your team like a marathon? Or do you like to do it in the long run? Like, so here's what I realized for me is that there was a cost. I had to enroll my family in the vision. Like we just launched a new company. I had to enroll my family in a 45-day experience. Hey, you guys, I'm going to give up TV. I'm going to give up some time. I'm going to give up some things for the comfort of hitting this goal so that then we could go on. Because you know what? You know why your family discourages you guys sometimes from hitting the things you want is because they're tired of seeing you crawling. Like your family sometimes is tired of seeing you crawling. They're tired of seeing you in pain. They're tired of seeing you wanting something but not getting across the finish line. Can anyone relate to that? Like where you're like, oh, I feel like my family, they want me to win. Well, here's the thing. Go give yourself a timeline. Maybe for you, that's till the end of June, or you're like, I'm going to do 90 days. I'm going to do it the summertime. Now you're going to have to get creative because the summertime, you just got to build in pockets around your life. But if that feels true for you, I want you to set a short burst of time to get to the next rank for yourself or to get to the next income level or to decide you're going to sell a house if you're in real estate or whatever that is for you. I want you to do that. Why? Because your family, you have to pay a price for short periods of time along the journey so that you can actually cross that and have your family be like, yes. And then allow them, maybe there's a fun dinner you guys all get to go to. Like some of you guys are giving up family time to do stuff. But the whole point of the mission behind it is to be able to have more time with your family. So set aside a day, like for me, that's Sunday. Early on when I was building an international company, I realized quickly that I would always be working because I love what I do. Don't tell my family, but I love what I do. So I could always be doing it. So I had to learn that I have to have fun outside of what I do. And I had to put like go on a boat, like to me, or like go to a concert. Like that's not in my natural. And my guess is for some of you guys, it's not either. But you got to put on there something fun for them and for you, because I promise you, you will be so much better if you decide that every Sunday is your actual Sunday fun day. And maybe you only work for like an hour, but the rest of it, you rejuvenate, you redo stuff, and you have a good time doing it. So number 3 was realizing the needs of and what to give, because victory always involves a cost. It's kind of like with your body. When you want to get it to a certain space, you got to give it that dedication. You got to sleep a little bit more. You got to walk. Maybe for you, that's just walking every day. And you set a time frame of like, you're going to walk every day for 30 days and you're going to do 3 laps around something, or you're going to do 10,000 steps a day, 7,500 steps. Put it on your calendar. Are you guys walkers? How many of you guys are like runners, or like, what do you guys like to do for exercise? Tell me in the comments, because I want to know. The next number 4 is recognizing the key to victory. Like, what is the one thing, if you did that one thing, that would move the needle for you? Is that in your business? Like, what is the one thing for you in your business that moves the needle? Is it having more conversations with people? Is it actually asking them, like, are you ready to get started? Is it, oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, New Kids on the Block. Emmy, you want to go? I'm telling you, like, that's the thing. They're on tour right now. Okay, so truly, like, think about, so the 4th one was really like, what is the one thing, if you do it, it moves the needle for you? Some of you guys, it is doing the TikToks. It's doing a live. It's doing committing every single week to like Wednesday. You love to do wealth on Wednesdays, or you like to do tax tips on Tuesdays, or you like to do testimony Tuesday, or you like to do fun facts on Friday. Whatever it is for you, fun finds on Friday. Pick a day a week, or maybe that's your, your reels or your TikTok, and you do it consistently over time. I have been going live at least once a week for the last 4 years. Like truly, I mean, now I'm not as scheduled, but because I have kids, but at the same time, like truly, if that's for you, pick a time each week and be able to do that. What will move the business forward every time you do it? What is it that moves your business forward? Or what is it that moves your body forward if you do that on the consistent basis? Know what that thing is, and then go towards it. That will help you win. And then the last one is personal commitment to success. If you're not committed to your success, guess what? Nobody else is going to be committed with you. That is something that I had to learn early on, because I kept thinking like, oh, I signed up 3 people in my first company. I'll never forget. I was like, okay, I signed up 3 people. That means I'm going to be a millionaire. And I'm like, no, guess what it means? It just means I signed up 3 people. Because when you're building an empire, you got to keep building. You got to keep building. And then you got to keep building. And I knew my level of success I wanted wasn't just, at first it was to just pay off debt and to get new pillowcases for my house. But then it became like, how many families could I help? How many families could I help have freedom? How many families could I help say thank you because you said yes, I got to change my health. Because you said yes, I got to change our family legacy. Because you said yes, you literally get to spend more time with your grandchildren and have fun. Maybe you have more energy because of that, because you said yes. So recognize when you're committed to success, I don't care if you're slow. I don't care if you're crawling. But when you're committed to your success, other people will join you because you made a decision and you're not stopping until you get there. Because no one can believe in you more than you believe in yourself. I promise you, you are worthy of success. There is one thing about all of us. We are all very similar, but there's 1% in your DNA that makes you uniquely you, which means you have gifts that only you have. And if you choose to dim them or you choose not to be them, guess what? The only thing you're robbing is the rest of us from experiencing the true person that you are. And so I just wanted to come on live tonight because I believe that you deserve to win. And I think that this is your season. Right now, you guys, how many of you feel the weight of this? There are so many people hurting from what we just went through. There are kids hurting. There are parents raising kids that are hurting. There are people that are confused in this country that don't understand why the cost of everything is so high and or how they're going to ever be able to afford it. People are living in fear. And if we can give them hope, just a little bit of hope every day, I promise you we're going to make the world a better place. And it is an honor and privilege to be here with you tonight. Thank you for being in my life. For those of you guys who are on live tonight, I'm going to pick one of you. There is a purposeful planner that I use every 90 days, and I am going to send it to you. So hold on, let me close my eyes, and I'm going to grab, see, Emmy. Okay, Emmy, you won this. So I'm going to send this to you. So send me a message, Emmy, and let me know your address, because I think that this little 90-day planner, it gives you a place for gratitude every day, that you can write that and then your plans for the day. So I'm going to send that out to you. Thank you for being on live tonight. Lucia, Alyssa, so good. Alyssa's live from Cabo. Jack, Melissa, Jenny, what an honor to have you guys in my life. I'm grateful for you. And let's go make this world a better place by 1% choosing that. No defeat, y'all. No one here is going to stop. Just keep the winning. It's an inside job, but you keep fighting, because I'm fighting for you. We're all fighting for each other to not lay down. It is your chance to win. And I love you. We'll see you later. Have a good night. If you like this broadcast, just make sure that you subscribe. So when I go live next week, I'll be here for you. All right. Bye.